Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we visit the ultimate crime lord of the Gamerverse, Kingpin from Spider-Man PS4 and Marvel Legends. Before we begin, leave a like, hit subscribe, and comment below your favorite figure in this review. It really helps out the channel. Now let's get to it. Here is the box for the Marvel Legends series, Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel Gamerverse Kingpin, looking amazing over here. I love the black suit, finally! We got two hands, a cane, another head sculpt, and the Kingpin himself in here looking great. On the top we have the Gamerverse logo, on the bottom we have a bunch of legalese and a barcode over here. On one side we have Wilson Fisk's big ugly mug over here, along with Kingpin over there, as well as the Marvel Legends series logo at the top. And on the other we have the logo, as well as Kingpin right over here in a larger photo with his suit looking great, as well as the Gamerverse logo at the top over here as well. And on the back he takes up most of the frame over here, looking really great. An awesome picture of Kingpin from the game, as well as a bunch of legalese on the bottom, and a brief bio at the top, as well as the Marvel Legends logo. If you want to check that out right over here, you can give it a pause. Now let's take a look at our favorite crime lord from the Gamerverse, Kingpin. Oh yeah. And on the inside of the box we get Kingpin with all the accessories in the bubble card, as well as a really nice backdrop that looks super cool with a hexagonal design and the Spider-Man logo over here. Let's check him out. The stout-headed Kingpin looks really good. I love the face on this. It's so nicely done. And while it doesn't look totally like the game picture on the box, it is a great translation of Kingpin to plastic. I love the furrowed brow up here, as well as the paint for the eyebrows is pretty well done. And the eyes too. He looks really bored with these bags underneath him. He also looks really tired too. The big saggy cheeks over here, as well as the large nostrils, and the paint for the mouth is really nicely done, and also a little bit of overspray. It's great. And the ears are really small, and they do have the seam line sadly over there. Kind of a bummer, but it looks okay. And the back has a nice texturing for his bald headedness, and it has a nice shine to it. It looks really great, this head sculpt. I like it a lot. And for articulation we can go up, not really that far, down a little bit. You can kind of just shift it a little bit up and down. It's pretty okay. And on the ball we get a little bit up and a little bit down. We also get side to side, going all the way around. Pretty much does come off the ball, but fits on nicely and looks amazing, may I add. Also, this chin thing is pretty funny down here. I liked it a lot. And the neck is pretty nice too. A great head sculpt. Fit for a king. The body is pretty massive, so let's start with the top section over here. I love the wrinkles on the arms. They look really good as well. There is an odd seam over here that kind of works into it, though. It looks like a seam on the jacket in a way. It's very nice. The ruffles and wrinkles are really well made, though, here, stretching the body as well as the jacket out on both sides, may I add. Oh, there's a muscle over there. That's pretty cool. I like this a lot. And the jacket itself looks very nice, too. I love the material they used to make it. It's almost like velvet. It's amazing. There really is a lot of texture work done on this that is hard to really describe, but it's there and it looks awesome. And this tie over here that goes down into the jacket looks really good, as well as this little lapel handkerchief. That's very nice as well. Nicely painted on both. And the buttons look great with a little bit of tug and pull from here. You can see this is super well done. I love this a lot. The pockets and the sides look really nice too, and the back looks good with some bunching, pulling, tugging, looking very nice on that. And the bottom of the jacket looks really good as well. Very nicely done, and we do get a little bit of paint on that for the belt buckle. All in all, extra good. The hands are nice too, but do have weird seam lines on them, I gotta say. Not too great. There is a ring on this one, which is pretty nice, but yeah, not the best hands. What a shame. The fists even have some kind of weird marbling on them. I'm not sure what this is. I'm kind of turned off by it, honestly. The other side also has that same marbling. This is really weird, I gotta say. Maybe mine is some kind of prototype or defect. I don't know, but I'm not liking it, I don't think. And for body articulation, we do get back and forth a little bit on that, but it's only like one click because the jacket is really restricting it, as well as a swivel over here and pretty much all the way around. You can kind of move them down and over a bit, as well as down and over and back a little bit. The head wants to come off for some reason, which is kind of a bummer, but it does look nice and work nice for the figure. We also get up this far with the arm and down, not really that great, and a really ratchety click all the way around. No butterfly joint, I think. Maybe not. It just feels like it in a way. And we do get and up this far and then down with a swivel over here at the elbow, and then a swivel over here and then up and down over here. Not wanting to work that well, but it takes a little bit to get going. And the same on the other side, but mirrored pretty much, except for the ring over here. And these hands, I can't get over them. What a bummer. Peeking a little bit more onto the hood for the pants, it does look really nice as well. And the paint is pretty well applied on that in the front and the back, as well as the sculpt work is well done too. I love it. Sadly for me though, the legs are reused, and I think this all might be reused, but this is so well done it's hard to tell. These are reused from other figures though, specifically I think the Hulk. The Joe Fix-It version at least. They do look nice, but are kind of different from every other piece on this figure. Sadly, this jacket is way too good for this figure, I think. The pants just make it look a little bit cheap, and these shoes, these spats, are just okay in my opinion. To be honest, this figure does have a little too much black, I think. It needs a little more purple, I would think, from the influences up here. So yeah, maybe something on the shoes in purple would be great. But aside from the boring deco on the pants and the shoes, the legs do go out this far, and then in, and then up this far, not really that great, and then back, not really that far at all. All the way back is pretty okay, with a swivel up here, and this is mismatching a little bit, as well as a swivel at the knee that works out pretty well. And then for the shoes, down a little bit, up a little bit, you do get a little pivot here and there, and then two peg holes and legalese at the bottom of the feet. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. For accessories, you get this head of Kingpin that's all grinning, all smiling. He's gonna win, baby. And I really love the subtle touches and nuances of the sculpt here with the crow's feet as well as the eyebrow lines popping up everywhere. The subtle look in his eyes that tell you he's winning, he's motivated to win. This is great. I do love the cheeks too. They're kind of bigger because of his smile. The sagginess down here of his smile, just everything about this looks awesome. It's much better sculpted than the previous. I love all the wrinkles. It's great. You can actually see the rolls of fat shift around his face as he makes this face, and it's so well done all the way around. It's great. I do think the teeth makeup are a little bit off on this one for me, which is kind of a bummer. It could be better. And the ears look nice though, very small at least. And the head is appropriately shiny as always. And you can jut the head forward and back on the ball joint, as well as have him look up a little bit and look down a little bit from that, with a little bit of creep in the back over here. He can also swivel all the way around and come off the head a little bit, but pushing it back on is fine. You do get a pivot as well, and pretty much all the way around if you want to. Excellent head sculpt, I love it. He also comes with a pair of holding hands, one a little more tight gripped over here with much better seam control at least, and the other being a more loose grip with actual fingernails on this. This is awesome. I really love how this looks. Hasbro, you're winning. Hasbro, you're winning. And you do get a swivel and then a hinge on this one over here. Very nice. Another swivel and then a hinge on this one over here. Nice as well. Yeah. He does come with this cane that looks pretty good. The paint is kind of messed up on the top though, sadly, which is kind of a bummer. I love the ruby on it though. The silver is okay and the sculpt is iffy on the top at least. But since it was taped into the box, the tape has gotten on this and made it sticky and weird looking. I'm not a fan, honestly. Kind of a bummer. Conceptually, if painted correctly, it would look amazing, but this is kind of not good. The weakest part of the figure, honestly. And the loose gripped hand is pretty loose. Honestly, I would have rather it had been a grabbing hand or something, but maybe you can fit some kind of Spider-Man leg in there? Who knows? It's very hard to get this sort of pointing at something or whatever. It kind of just does what it wants in a way. Not really that well implemented, I don't think. You can also have him palm the stick in this hand. It looks pretty cool and really regal in a way. The red is brought out here by this negative space and it looks super awesome. And you can also have him hold it with both hands over here. It works out pretty well. Who knows what he's going to do with this thing? Be careful. Gamerverse Kingpin stands at about 7 3/4 to 8 inches taller, so next to the Jack-specific Super Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog in 4-inch and 2.5-inch scales, the Nendoroid Miles Tails Prower, the Jada Toys Mega Man, the Figma Metroid Dread Samus Aran and the Jazzwares Pikachu, the Jack-specific Movie Shadow the Hedgehog, Homer Simpson, Collector's Edition Knuckles, and the Mattel Minecraft Movie Jack Black Steve, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Animated Series Spider-Man, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes, the SH Figuarts Yoshi, free, and the Lego Bionicle gift with purchase, Tawatahu. And here he is next to the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man over here, as well as the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man Miles Morales figure. They look really good together, honestly. Awesome. And yes, he can hold Miles really well, and not Peter, sadly, but he can deliver a blow to Peter's gut. Oh boy. And he actually can hold Peter up, as well as deliver an embarrassing blow to Miles once again. Boy, these spiders can't win. And here he is next to the Gamerverse Mr. Negative and the Gamerverse Venom. They look really great together. I would rank it Kingpin, then Venom, then Mr. Negative. Sorry, buddy. Hate to be negative. Overall, hail to the king. Having never played the PS4 Spider-Man games, I cannot attest to this figure's accuracy, but man, this guy is definitely Kingpin. I really love the face sculpts, they're so nicely done. The hands are just okay as well as the staff, but those face sculpts really help the figure out. They're amazing. The body is kind of bland in a way, just being all black with a twinge of purple. It could use a little more color, but again, it looks really great. It's very hard to fault a character when it comes to source material and sticking to it, and I gotta say, from what I've seen, this one is on the mark. And the only major complaints I have with this figure mostly come from quality control issues that Hasbro's been having for years already, so yeah, this figure is just great. I love him. So if you're a fan of Marvel Legends, the Gamerverse, or Spider-Man villains, and you'll love this figure, Kingpin's excellent. I would highly recommend getting him if he's your first, or fourth, or fifth Kingpin you have in your collection. You can never have too many Wilson Fisks. But make no mistake, this man is so round he can be called Wilson! So which Gamerverse Spider-Man villain is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.